It don't matter the color of the skin, either woman or man. Just let the case land. It's here, it's in safe hands. This is God work, not a fake plan. Too many kids being found in these lakes, man. This is MTGV, and you with Miss V. She keep
welcome in, everybody.
A drum to a beat. This is the place that you wanna be, but all trolls we delete. You better believe.
Happy Tuesday.
So you know we on go for those that stay.
Please smack that thumbs up as you come in. Shout out to everybody in the building and everybody on the replay. We're going to be talking about Ashley Elkins. Don't take off where we left off at.
We know, but it's getting so out of control.
Please no B and E, y'all.
Thank you for tuning in.
Smack that thumbs up as you come in.
True Crime TV. Y'all know what it is, man. Team Vibe. Miss V.
Shout out to Sherry.
And
Boo,
make sure you hit
what's
that
up?
like button.
Welcome
Make sure
in.
you subscribe. And make sure you leave a comment too. Yeah.
What he said. Yes, so we are going to pick off where we left off at. Like we left off on the cross, and I wanted to take off there. But also I want to go over the timeline that we was looking at last year. I mean, not last year, it was January of this year. This is a really quick trial. And usually they don't happen this quick, but they got so much evidence on him. It's so overwhelming. I mean, he ain't getting out of this. They got him doing everything. I mean, carrying her out, her arriving, him with another woman and driving her car. And it made me think about when the mother said that she had a dream that her car was stolen. And it probably was, it was already all happening by that time. Because the mother said that she got to her house about 8:40, but she left at 8:30. But according to the testimony, she arrived at Booker's house. Where's that screenshot? I got a video here. They talked about her arrival time and they showed us her pulling in. Her first they showed us her at the 7-Eleven. And I'm not sure about the time when she went here, but she went here before going to Booker's apartment. And if I'm understanding correctly, it's all like next to each other. That 7-Eleven is near his house. So she went from there and then she went to his house. Now I got the times that she arrived there at 7:58 and 0 seconds. And she got out of her car at 7:59 and 43 seconds, and she looked like she had a cup of coffee. I guess she bought a blunt in there, and then she headed to his house. But this time is before 8:40, obviously, but the mother said she had just left at 8:30, but she had left before that, according to what we're looking at here. And by 12:28, he was walking out of there with another female. They didn't show the female pull up or anything, but they did show her out of the car. So whatever happened to Ashley happened between the time of her arrival and the time of that other female's arrival. But she went in, so I don't know how she didn't see anything. I don't know. The dude was busy all night doing all kind of stuff. It's just so heartbreaking because her mother had this vision at the same time that she actually was in danger. She had walked into that dude's house, and by the time her mother had that vision, he probably had already did what he did. How long did he wait before she walked in there? Because he was such in a rage. Remember, his searches mentioned him being in a rage. So he was raging before she even got there, and he was able to lure her there. But also my last live stream, somebody had contacted me and let me know that Ashley had just got her hair done like December 24th. And I have all the information to prove it. She had just got her hair done and Deandre paid for it. Either she used his card or it just looks like she used his card. Maybe just put in that information. Now remember, they were like into it right after that. So her hair was done on December 24th. I'm not looking at the receipts, but December 24th, and by the 31st they was into it because he had booked an appointment through her home salon. So this is what I'm looking at right here. So whatever happened with them, it was a big fallout right after he paid for her hair, and she had got butt braids, and those probably was $500. I don't know, $300 to $500 for the hairstyle that she had. And we heard them say that she was spending every single day in December with another guy, I think Marcel Chavez or something like that. So it sounded like she was in the middle of getting out of the relationship with Booker, but dealing with somebody else. I mean, I don't know. I heard her mother say that she thought that guy would be the one to marry her daughter. So I don't know where it went wrong. Welcome in, Yakia. Welcome in. Good morning to you. So I'm going to read this timeline that we were looking at in January. It says Ashley Elkins, 30, was last seen leaving her Warren home at around 8:30 a.m. That is what her mother was saying. But we see here she arrived at 7:58. Her ex-boyfriend, Deandre Booker, 32, of Roseville, was arrested on Wednesday, January 8th, 2025. And arraigned on Thursday for allegedly lying to the police during the investigation into her disappearance. So that was their way of holding them. So here's the timeline. December 31st, her ex-boyfriend, December 31st, 2024, her ex-boyfriend books an appointment at her home salon. On December 31st, just days before Ashley's disappearance, her ex-boyfriend booked an appointment at her salon using a different name according to the family members. He knocked on her front door, and I guess she saw that it was him. And Ashley's mother, Monique Elkins, said. So Booker also knocked on the side door of the home as Ashley told everyone in the house to be quiet after he left. After that, he left. So she didn't let him in. So it was stranger danger just 2 days before she went to his residence. So he was able to get her there. It must have been a conversation after he booked the appointment, and he convinced her to come over to his house. But by this time, he was in rage, according to his Google searches. Ex-boyfriend or ex in rage or something, he said. So now we're at January 2nd, after he was just stalking her, basically. And at this time, I also remember hearing that he was stalking a man. I don't know how true that was, but I remember saying, hey, if he was stalking a man, he has some other things going on that he wasn't telling her. But I don't know. But that is what was said. Okay. And so 2 days after her ex-boyfriend was knocking on her door, Ashley disappeared. Family members last saw Ashley leaving her home in Warren about 8:30 a.m. on January 2nd. She was last seen wearing a long black coat with fur around the hood and black leggings. The family told Local 4 that they received weird texts from Ashley the day she went missing. Her mother said she arrived at Ashley's home about 10 minutes after she had left. Monica, or I think it's Monica, or is it Monique? Or Monica. Monica Evans or Elkins tried to FaceTime her daughter, but she didn't answer. And we know that was right after she texted her and told her, watch your surroundings. I had a dream that somebody stole your car. That is something. And then we literally see that her car was stolen technically. I mean, it was stolen when the other female came, and I don't have that in here, but she came and she got on the driver's side of her car, but it looked like she was going to the passenger side. He told her to drive. Then he walks to the back to look at the plate, and then they took off. Wow. I mean, that is something. So she tried to FaceTime her after that because her response was, oh man. I wonder what was he thinking when she sent that? Like, how does she know? You know what I'm saying? Like, that had to creep him out a little bit. Oh man, yeah, you caught. After that, her mother said the phone was turned off before being turned back on. So he playing with the phone. We heard her testimony, and according to Ashley's phone, her last phone location was at his residence at 2900 block of Pinehurst Street in Roseville. Her car was recovered on January 7th, 2025, and Ashley was last seen driving a gray 2009 or 10 Chevy Malibu with no plate. You know, that case I was covering yesterday, I think they was in a Malibu too. Or it was another case that I just read about a Chevy Malibu, and it wasn't this one. So on Tuesday, January 7th, authorities found her car a few miles from her ex-boyfriend's apartment. Authorities also searched Booker's apartment on Tuesday night, which was January 7th. So that was their first time searching the apartment. We got to remember that the mother was out there on the 2nd. She was trying to get help, wanting them to search and get help, and it just wasn't happening. However, the window did get broke at some point. She talked about that in her testimony. And she also talked about it when she was out there that night. And she was saying how she was going crazy, how she wanted to break some windows and do this, go in. And she said, but I got to go. I don't want to go to jail. I need to be out here for her kids and stuff like that. So ultimately, the window was broke. They did go in, and she said a neighbor upstairs or whatever let her in. So when they went in, they wasn't looking for evidence. They was looking for Ashley. They was looking for people. They wasn't looking around looking for blood evidence, but it was there along with that big bottle of bleach. So now we're at January 8th, 2025. The ex-boyfriend is arrested. Booker was arrested in the evening on January 8th, 2025. And officials said they believed there was a strong possibility of foul play in Elkins' disappearance. And after meeting with authorities, Elkins' uncle, Maurice Morton, released the final statement. What they indicated was that there was substantial evidence collected at the home of the ex-boyfriend. And they also indicated that based upon that evidence that Ashley was murdered. They don't have her body at the time. They do have good leads where her body is. They also indicated that the boyfriend is in custody on related charges, not for the murder at this time. A warrant is being prepared, but he will be arraigned in the morning at Roseville District Court. And they also did a press conference at some point, and it was so sad. I have that too. January 9th, 2025, the ex-boyfriend was arraigned. That was on a Thursday. And in connection with allegedly lying to the police officers and providing false and misleading information regarding her disappearance. He was given a $250,000 cash bond, and if he is released, he must wear a steel tether with a GPS. He was a flight risk. He didn't need to get out, period. He shouldn't have had a bond, just like her mom said. During the arraignment, we learned details regarding his arrest and his search history. Booker was arrested in Flint because the female that picked him up, that's where she was from. She was an ex-girlfriend from Flint. So Booker was arrested in Flint and brought back to Roseville. While he was in Flint, officials say he searched online for information on the following. Now, he all at another woman's house searching. He just unalived somebody, had another woman pick him up, all at her house in the same clothes. He discarded her like trash. And he over there, now he Google searching the fastest route from Flint to Ohio. Don't come here. What to do while on the run? Turn yourself in. Is blood traceable? What an idiot. All the blood he left in his apartment, it actually is traceable, especially when it's in your apartment. How to beat a polygraph test, you don't. Deleting Google search history. Good luck with that. We're reading it. And on Thursday evening, authorities were back at Booker's residence for evidence. All right. So this leads us to the cross examination that we left off at, and I'm going to start it. Welcome in, everybody. Again, please smack that thumbs up as you come in. And if you are not subscribed to the channel, please make sure you do. Shout out to everybody in the bushes. Please drop that thumb down your finger and hit the thumbs up is what I should say. Welcome in, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. And shout out to Jay Dangerous in the building. How you doing, fam? Good to see you dropping down today. Join Sleuth Nation membership and become a sleuth for special members emojis, special badges by your name, and sneak peek videos. Join. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. For sharing. For sharing. For sharing. Thank you for sharing. This channel may feature copyrighted video and audio content under the guidelines of fair use permitted by copyright statute for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. All content and credit go to the original creators. No copyright infringement is intended. This channel may feature... Okay, so we're going to start off where we left off at. They at the ex-girlfriend house, and he's about to be crossed.
Did you receive any instructions from your lieutenant?
Yes, he stated that we were going to get information that Mr. Booker was in a house in Flint at his girlfriend or ex-girlfriend's house. Her name was Brandy.
What did you do at that point?
We were briefed on everything. We met with local jurisdictions up there. I forgot everybody else involved. I think Warren's special ops team was with us as well.
Salute, Michelle. How you doing?
Went to Brandy's house.
That's what's up, Jay.
She was compliant, and we made entry, searched it, found Mr. Booker, and that's where we found the...
you already know. Nothing but love back at you.
Yes.
On that day.
Yes.
And that's where photograph 95, people's 95,
yes,
was taken of him that day.
That was in one of the bedrooms of that location.
And all of these items from people's 110, I think it is. Yeah, 110 through 118 so far, those were all located at that home in Flint?
Yes. I even asked Brandy directly where was Mr. Booker's clothing and items, and she pointed out the shoes as well as the clothing that were shown on the side of the bed.
Thank you. 119, what do we have here, sir?
That would be a pistol sales record with Deandre Booker's name on it. That was found on the nightstand next to where the clothing was located at. We also recovered a pistol inside his apartment complex earlier that day. That was a Taurus as well. Does this pistol sales record match the pistol that was found? Do you know? I don't know specifically.
What is the caliber of this particular gun?
9mm.
Have you one, Ron?
Welcome in, Marty. Thank you for dropping down out the bushes to make yourself known. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up and all of that. So that's okay. You in the bushes. Okay. That's what's up. But thank you, Sherry, too. Yeah, y'all please double tap the screen or hit the 3 dots upper right to smack that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you have not. If you don't see subscribe on the screen, that means you're already subscribed. But thank y'all for being here, and thank y'all for hitting the thumbs up.
Yes. Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Judge. No further questions from these witnesses at this time.
Can we back up for just a second? You went through exhibits 110 through 119. I didn't get 115. Yes,
Yes, Judge. What is 115,
So
sir?
that would be the dark colored pants that were on the left side of the bed that closely resemble what we observed in the video observed earlier.
When you say closely observed, why?
They're black with the rips on them, with fades as well.
Anything else, Judge?
No, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Lane?
I'm gonna try to go with kind of the order that you testified with regarding these cameras that were, let's just start with the cameras, I guess, on the building where Mr. Booker lived. There were 2 cameras facing south to the parking lot.
Yes.
Correct? Okay, and one kind of gave a view of the parking lot south and to the west, and one south and to the east, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and both of those cameras were in working order?
Yes.
Okay, and the building that we're talking about, at least the back of that building, is facing east, facing south toward Fraser, correct?
Yes.
And that's the 2 cameras we're talking about. The parking lot is south of that building
Yes.
before Fraser. And then there were also 2 cameras attached to that particular building facing both north and facing east, correct?
One was north, was kind of facing directly down, not directly east. It was kind of facing
The
down.
one camera that we saw was facing basically straight down, and you could see the other camera, correct? That was facing
Yes.
north? Okay. And is that because the cameras were kind of at a distance from each other? One was lower to the ground, one was almost to the roof?
I don't remember because that was at least a story up. I didn't get on top of the building itself to see where they were positioned at.
And so the one that was facing downward actually shows more the sidewalk going east would, let's just, let me start again. When we looked at the pictures from the camera facing downward on Mr. Booker's building. Following me?
Yeah.
Okay. When you looked at the picture, the top of the picture would be what was facing east toward the street of Pinehurst, correct?
Yes.
Rob, let me put up 104 for you, so that it's, I'll put up exhibit 104.
So that's the view that I'm talking about.
So that's facing kind of directly down on the sidewalk. That's on the left of the screen, the top left, that's going north. The sidewalk with the stain right there, that's
So
towards the top of the screen. That would be
The top of the
technically east.
picture is sidewalk leading east.
Yes, that's correct.
Pinehurst.
Yes,
Is that accurate?
that is correct.
Okay. And obviously this camera at the bottom right of the corner is the camera that faces north.
Yes.
Okay. Now, these cameras are attached basically to the far west side of the apartment building where Mr. Booker lived, correct?
It'd be the northwest, yes. The northwest of his building.
Yeah, I mean, these cameras facing north, once the parking lot on the south side of the building.
Yes.
But they were all at the extreme west of that.
Correct.
And there's no camera view from these particular cameras to show the actual entrance to Mr. Booker's apartment, correct?
Not these cameras, no.
Would the Ring camera that you also got footage from show the entrance to Mr. Booker's apartment?
I don't remember if it was caught inside the actual ring limits itself. I don't remember. I'd have to see it posted up. I could direct you if it does or not.
Okay. Would it be correct that the Ring camera was kind of motion activated?
Yes, it was motion activated. Correct.
So it only would go on if there was some motion closer to the Ring camera, correct?
Essentially, yes. I don't remember the specifics of what her parameters of her
Okay.
motion sensor was.
I'll get back to that. Now, with all of these views that we've talked about, let me go to, can we put up
Yeah.
number 100?
I can't. Playing or just pause?
We could run it till we see
Okay.
people.
I don't know if you was asking for the angle or not. I paused it at 2:59:18. Is that
Yeah, we
good?
could step, but that's fine.
Okay.
So this camera catches somebody that is going to the south parking lot of the Hampton.
I know y'all know how important it is to hit the like button. I know some people are probably tuning in from work, but if y'all could please stop whatever you're doing and hit the like button because it is very important. I think we got like 11 thumbs up and there's 55 people in the building. Please hit that like button, y'all. So at this time, it looked like because of the time that they said, I think they said 2 something whenever they do say the time, if they say it here. So I'm like, did he come back after the lady picked him up? I'm not sure. Or did he do this before? Because they said that he was leaving out the house with her at 12:28. So let's see what they saying.
Court apartment complex, and there's a dumpster to the, I guess, top right hand of the screen that we have trouble actually seeing the dumpster on this particular view, but in our own videos, we see it.
That's correct.
Yeah. And that is a dumpster generally specifically for the 4 or 5 buildings that make up the Hampton apartment complex, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And obviously, this person is throwing some kind of a box into that dumpster in this video, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And we don't know what's in the box, if anything, correct?
No.
Now, this individual has on, a hat, looks dark in color. Can we tell whether that jacket is blue or black from these videos?
No, just dark color with some kind of fur on the hood.
And it looks as though, and can you run it forward, please, Carmen,
Yes.
as the maybe when it comes back? stop it somewhere or another. Now, would I be correct in stating that in this photograph, this individual looks like black boots on,
Yes.
not tennis shoes, correct?
I mentioned earlier some kind of black shoe.
Okay. I can't tell from this whether it's boots, leather, or tennis shoes.
They're some kind of high top, but they're definitely black. Can't tell if they're leather or just regular shoes.
Okay. And the pants look like blue jeans, correct?
That's safe to say.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, from the view of this, I would say they're probably blue jeans, yeah.
Yeah, they're not black jeans, they're blue jeans, correct?
From this view, yes.
And there's no tears in the pants that we can see in this video.
Not in this video, no.
And obviously, the act of throwing something out into a dumpster is not in and of itself illegal, correct?
No.
Not in and of itself anything that would be considered criminal in nature, correct?
No.
And I take it in another one of these videos, might have been number 102, I believe, or 101. Same individual or similar looking individual is again throwing bags of garbage into that dumpster, correct?
Yes.
And at one point it looks, this might be 101. I don't know if you want to.
No, 101, I can do 101.
I'm gonna have to give you extra page.
Yes. And I'll play it for you.
I guess we just looked at maybe 11:46:42. Is that?
11, that's in 102. That's not in 102. You want 102?
102. That's.
Yep, I need you that.
Just trying to keep track of the time. Yeah.
I should have. Hold on, sorry. Would you want 146.42?
I believe that was the. Okay, yeah, we can stop at that. That again, this person is now wearing tennis shoes and black pants, correct?
Yeah, sorry I keep bobbing my head. One of the lights there's a big glare right exactly where you keep putting on, so I keep bobbing my head up and down. But yeah, there's
Okay.
the shoes and the pants, yes.
If we play a little further, I was looking at this, and it looks like he actually has two bags in the same hand, correct? A black one and a pink one.
I'm not sure if it's a black one or a pink one or just a shadow of the pink one.
Okay, I mean, you can't tell if that's two bags in one.
I need to rewind it if I can see it again.
I thought the same thing until I saw it moving as a shadow, but that doesn't look like a shadow.
I can't make that connection. I don't know if that's two separate bags or not.
Okay. in possibly, I believe, Exhibit 103, where you're talking about seeing an individual going to the dumpster just to the north of the Colonial, or the Hampton complex would be the Colonial complex, correct?
Yeah, that's the middle of between.
And there's a shed there that has the other cameras you were talking about, one that goes to the east, one that goes to the north, correct?
Yes,
Okay. And there's a dumpster right by that shed.
yes,
And this individual puts some garbage into that shed, correct?
not the shed. The
No, I'm sorry, to the dumpster right next to that shed in the Colonial
Yes,
apartments. And when he does that, you can tell when he puts those bags into that dumpster that it's pretty full, correct? He puts the bags right on the top of the dumpster.
yes,
Okay. And obviously throughout these videos, he goes back to that dumpster at first with the shopping cart and whatever items are in that shopping cart, correct?
yes.
Okay. Are you able to tell from any of these videos what exactly was in that shopping cart?
No, there's something large.
I'm sorry?
It just looks like it was stuffed to the top.
Okay, and there looked like there were multiple items in there, correct?
It just like it's just a full to the top. I don't know if it was multiple or one larger. Well, I don't know.
Okay.
It just looked like it was filled to the top of it.
There's no telling from that video what those items were, correct?
No.
But this individual event goes right back to that dumpster that he had previously just brought out a handheld bag and put it on the top of the dumpster, right?
Yeah.
And then later comes back with a shopping cart full of more things to throw away and goes to that dumpster at first, correct, with the shopping cart?
He kind of goes past it to the back of the lot and realizes there's a fence there.
Would it be safe to assume that this person, when he goes past that dumpster, looking to maybe go to another dumpster, knows that, you know, he can't put it in the dumpster by the shed there at Colonial because it's full?
That would be reasonable, yes.
Okay. And then when that shopping cart is pushed out toward north of the shed, there's no exit from the Colonial parking lot there into the shopping center or to get into the, I think it's Huntington Manor, I call them the row house.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. No, there. To my knowledge, there's one farther up. It's just like a walkway, like a gate, like a backyard that you can get to the road, but not in that general area. No.
Yeah, okay. And that's why the cart comes back and then goes eventually to the Huntington Manor dumpster, correct?
Yes.
When we look at, let's say, I guess number 104, I don't know if you bring it up.
Yeah, I get it.
Bring it up.
You got a time you want to go to, or?
Say 4:35:30.
4:35. Yeah, just, okay. Well, so you want like 33? 30 wasn't even on the screen yet.
Oh, I didn't know, I wrote down 4:35:30.
That's when it just enters the screen. I mean, I can go to that if you want. Or is this going to show what your question is?
I think so.
Okay. I'm just trying to help out. I don't know.
I appreciate it.
you wanted to play from here? I thought you had.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at 104. I think that's still 10.
This is 104. Exhibit 104.
Okay. Can that play?
Yes, I didn't know if you had a question or
I'm
what.
sorry.
All right. I'm sorry.
You can stop it. That's the shopping cart that's full, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And would I be correct that this shopping cart looks pretty easy for him to push around?
It's hard to tell from this angle.
Didn't look like he was having any trouble pushing it and turning it.
Now, when he turned it, I know from personal experience, and my cart is heavier than normal. My back is tended to be pushed forward more. I'm more of an angle because I'm pushing it harder. But I can't. It's hard to round the corner. It's hard to tell unless I see it fully played again.
Sure.
Right there, he looks like he's in a normal posture. He's turned around the corner.
Okay, so normal posture, pretty easy pushing it, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I take it when somebody usually has, a shopping cart in, say, a store, grocery store, and it's full, it might get heavy.
That's reasonable to say, yes.
Yeah. But I would assume that it wouldn't be, a couple 100 pounds worth of heavy, correct?
Judge, I'll object. That's speculation as to what people are buying in shopping cart. In general.
Mr. Ryan?
I'll withdraw the question.
Grand Rising, Lisa, welcome in. Thank you for being here and thank you for subscribing to my channel. So what I'm thinking about right now, he is an idiot. And I'm just thinking that this is the kind of information we should have with all cases because we know that cameras are every freaking where, everywhere. When it's not a cover up or when either way, whether it be the police covering something up or whether it be the people covering something up, is usually footage. And when you don't have footage, that's how you know something going on. Welcome in, Kevin. Shout out to BFF Grand Rising. Welcome in. So yeah, I'm sitting here looking at Ashley's obituary, and it says here that Ashley Elkins of Warren passed away on February 20th, 2025. Why do we think they used that date? Because clearly it's January 2nd. Is it when they maybe pronounced her? I don't know. I mean, they would have pronounced her before then. But they're using February 20th, 2025. And it says her loved ones are composing her obituary, which will be available to read. And I still don't see it, but I'm going to pull it up in a minute so y'all can see what I'm looking at.
When Mr. DeFranco was playing these, snippets of videos from different cameras, it looked like there were some time differences, some time gaps. So for instance, went from 4:02:56 to 4:12:55 with a different camera. I think Mr. DeFranco had asked you if you had tested these cameras to see if they were, keeping accurate time. You said you didn't think you did.
I don't know if I did. I'm not the one that reviewed all the footage. I reviewed the initial footage that caught the individual coming and going, as well as going to the other dumpster. I didn't watch the entirety of the footage.
So are they saying, I didn't catch the date, but I'm assuming that this is on the 2nd. So that means he would have had to come back after the female picked him up. So was the stuff not clean? I'm going to have to watch a little bit closer. But look at this fool pushing the cart all around. I mean, they got his whole path. I'm very impressed with that. But also thinking about all the other cases that they don't have is everybody should have surveillance cameras, and the apartment complex, even if they didn't have cameras, I mean, they got a whole area view, but even if they didn't have cameras, people got ring cams and all of that stuff. It's so hard not to capture stuff unless they ain't trying to capture anything. Like Naziah Harris, all we looking at is one ring cam video of her. I don't believe it was just one camera on that whole block. But of course, they waited so long so they wouldn't have footage and all of that. But it seemed like they should have still been able to get footage. It was only, a month before they started investigating. Everything was overwritten already. Just thinking.
Okay. And this is still the camera going there.
That is correct, yes.
Yes,
Walkway that leads to the center to the right of the screen is northbound.
Shout out to High Bear Nation. Thank you for dropping that good fire and
Now, you
horn.
said when the person goes to the dumpster to the far north, the one the Huntington Manor dumpster, you said that it looks, from what you could see, and obviously there's not a very good view of what he's doing at that dumpster, correct?
Correct. It's very pixelated when you're zoomed in like that.
You said it looks like something that was in the dumpster gets dropped. You said it would drop, looks like it drops to the ground.
We'll say something is dropped to the ground, yes.
Okay. Do you know if it was dropped to the ground or if you just laid it on the ground?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Okay, you can't really tell the difference.
No, it just appeared on the video that something was dropped.
Okay. That dumpster in particular, where you said the blood was on, there were like sliding doors to that dumpster, correct?
Yes, it was kind of your standard dumpster with the open tops and sliding sides.
I'm sorry?
It was your standard dumpster that had like the two open tops and the one sliding door on each side.
Okay. All right. And you don't know if whatever was put in that dumpster was put into one of the sliding doors or through the top. You can't see that on the video.
No, you can't tell.
Okay. Obviously, the dumpster by the shed at Colonial, the person in the video put the bag right from opening the top, correct?
Correct.
Do you know if that particular dumpster had doors on it?
They had sliding doors similar to that one.
Okay. The dumpster at Huntington that, has been introduced already, photographs and exhibits, is that a larger dumpster than the dumpster by the shed at Colonial and the dumpster at the Hampton?
I would say they're fairly similar size.
Okay. Would I be correct in stating that the dumpster where this individual saw him carry out a box and throw some other bags into the dumpster in the parking lot of the Hampton Court Apartments, correct?
Yes.
And this was in the both afternoon of January 2nd and later at night or the early morning hours of January 3rd, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And would I be correct in stating that that particular dumpster was searched by officers on the night of January 3rd?
I don't know. I was not there for that response. I wasn't part of this investigation until that Monday morning.
Okay. You weren't a part of it until January 6th or 7th?
Correct. That Monday. It was the Monday after the which was initially reported missing.
Okay. All right. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I wasn't the on-call detective.
Okay. So when you said that you were involved later on, I take it that you searched or saw, you told Detective Moran to go search this dumpster in the Huntington Manor apartments, correct?
Yes.
And based on watching these videos?
Yes.
Okay.
Detective Moran made a location. He was watching them.
All right, and then you said you also went and looked at it and saw blood in the dumpster?
Yes.
And that was sometime in the afternoon of January 7th?
I believe it was the day. I believe it was that Tuesday.
I have to pull out a calendar.
Yeah, but I would say it's most likely the 7th.
Okay. And that was during daylight hours, correct?
I believe it was afternoon to the evening, but it was still daylight.
Okay. And then you said after that, after you viewed that, what was in that dumpster, you said you also took part in, or at least did a walkthrough of Mr. Booker's apartment?
I stood by while MSP's forensic team finished their processing. It was me and two other detectives stood by while they finished.
Okay, and that was on January 7th?
Yes.
Okay. And was that pursuant to a search warrant that people were in his apartment on January 7th?
Yes.
Okay. Then after that, you said you went to Flint and actually took part in the arrest of Mr. Booker?
He was not arrested that day.
Okay. But you went to this address in Flint, I think it was on Rainbow Lane, is that correct?
That sounds familiar, yes.
Okay. And Mr. Booker was present?
That is correct.
Now, when you went there, were you entering Rainbow Lane pursuant to a search warrant?
Yes.
Okay.
We executed an additional search warrant, yes.
So you had a warrant to search that residence in Flint for both Mr. Booker and any evidence that might be associated with your investigation, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And that's where the photograph of Mr. Booker was taken?
Yes.
Where you identified him, and photographs of the jacket, the pants, and the shoes?
Correct.
Okay. And is that basically the extent of your involvement in this particular case?
I assisted with that, and then I was given some additional tasks to follow up with the transfer site in Roseville to get some additional camera footage of the dumpster or the garbage truck that picked up the trash from there, and brought it to the transfer site on Grossbeck. I was given a couple of ticket receipts so they can follow up further with the dump site in Fleming's.
Okay, so what I'm showing y'all right now is the obituary that I found, and just pointing out the dates. That her birthday was, I thought it was in January, but it says February 12th of 1994, and then they put her death date as February 20th of 2025. And then I also heard her mother say that she lost her father the year before, and that Deandre was there for all of that. They took him in and treated him like family, and he was at her Christmas party the year before that, the mother's job Christmas party. And she said, we accepted you into the family and you do this. So I'm going to play that, like the family press conference after this, because this is not that long. If I have enough time, because his old boring, drawn out testimony, cross-examination, he really don't have nowhere to go, if you ask me. Cannot make sense out of this nonsense. Shoot, we might not have time, because I got to class at 11:30.
Me too. That I take it that you or somebody in your department called the company that owns this particular dumpster that we're looking at to find out where it would be taken to get rid of the trash inside.
Yes, it was not me. It was they confirmed who had picked it up and where it was transferred to, and they told me to go to that location and gather video.
To be clear, Your Honor, this is Exhibit 75, People 75.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, so my question to y'all is, why do y'all think that they made that her death date? They still haven't recovered her body, so that could be a reason why they didn't say that it was the January 2nd, but I don't know.
So did you know, and I'm just asking about what your knowledge or found out from any other officer, what the schedule was for that dumpster being taken to a landfill to be empty?
It was picked up from the apartments to a transfer site, which is in Roseville. There it is. A bunch of trash is dumped from municipalities in the area. They pack it into semi trucks and they take it to the Lennox dump.
Okay. So it first gets emptied somewhere in Rose.
Yeah, there's a transfer site. I believe it's at Common in Roseville. No, I'm sorry. It's just north of Martin, just south of 12 Mile on the west side of the old Dunkin' Donuts. They have a transfer site. It's a big old warehouse where they dump all the trash. And they push it into a big opening, and then they pack it into these semi trailers, and then they transfer it up to the Dunkin' Lennox where they disperse it.
Okay. And did you find out whether or not this particular dumpster always comes back to the same location, or does it just?
The truck pulls up, dumps it in their truck, and puts it back down.
Okay. So it's first dumped into a truck, along with those big arms coming out, dumps it, puts it back, and then the truck goes to a station in Roseville, empties the contents of the entire garbage truck.
Yes.
And then that's transferred over to a larger freighter type truck that goes to the landfill.
Yes.
And you said you didn't know the date exactly that this particular dumpster was, I guess, tilted over. And
I just know it was before Monday morning. I don't remember if it was a Friday or Saturday. It was I just know it was before Monday morning.
but somebody you're talking knows whether it was the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, right?
I believe it's documented on the.
Okay.
I got the tickets from the actual trash can that dropped it off.
That's fair enough. I just want to know if it was you I need to talk to about that or somebody else. Probably somebody else.
I would say that's it.
Okay, fair enough. Can I have 1 minute, Carol?
Yes. Oh, you want to stop? Sure.
While we're waiting for her to get something messed up here, we can talk about this Ring doorbell and just the closeness of these apartments to the shopping center in general. Would I be correct? You've been a Roseville police officer, you said, for about 8 years?
I've been a police officer for over 8 years. I've been with Roseville for over 4.
Oh, Roseville itself.
Yes.
Okay. Would I be correct in stating that it's not uncommon for people, particularly in those 3 apartment complexes, to kind of borrow shopping carts and move them, around the complex and take things into the complex and dump them back out into the parking lot of the shopping plaza?
Objection, speculation as to what those residents.
I'm asking him as a police officer, see if he knows that or has any experience with that.
Oh, that's common. I even asked the lady that looked at the ring camera if that's no longer complex. She said yes.
Okay. So I think there's, you know, a number of people in these complexes that go to the store and get their stuff in a shopping cart and then return it to the parking lot there. There's usually a lot of shopping carts all scattered around, especially the back end of that parking lot.
Yes.
I mean,
I just want to say, yeah, people do take those shopping carts out of the areas walking, and homeless people got them all over the place too. So when we putting our groceries in these shopping carts, you don't know if they was carrying a body and parts to a dumpster or not, because that's what the heck he was doing. How clean are these carts that we putting our kids in and our food in? Like, this is just sick. Makes me want to get a whole cart cover, but then now that's filthy too, and you're carrying all the germs in your car and everywhere you take that. Just disgusting, really. Welcome in, everybody, and yes, I am sorry for the family and friends too. This is devastating. Welcome in, Lawar. I think Laware, if I'm saying that correctly. Welcome to my channel. Please smack the thumbs up and subscribe if you have not.
the plaza.
And anybody in the bushes, y'all, hit the thumbs up if you haven't. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Okay, this is the same Ring camera that we were watching previously.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Disposable cart cover. Yes, just keep buying them.
Yes.
And that's from 26085 Pinehurst. Is that accurate?
I believe that's the correct address.
Okay. And
I'm sorry, Mr. Lane, this isn't one of our exhibits. This is the one we were watching.
no,
I know you're just asking, this is the same one we saw before.
it's the same Ring camera, correct?
That's what
Are you entering this as an exhibit? Is this defense agent?
Yeah, I'll enter this defense exhibit A.
I'll stipulate to it. I just want to make sure we understand what we're looking at.
But this is the same Ring camera that we were looking at before, right?
Yes.
Okay. And this is looking what, east?
Yes.
And can we see where Mr. Booker's actual apartment is from this?
If I'm allowed to approach, I can show you exactly where it's at. Yes.
Sure.
This is the upstairs. This is where Mr. Booker's apartment is located at. This is the entrance to this other apartment complex. It's a 4824. There's no.
Okay. And so right to the far right of that picture would be the cameras affixed to his particular apartment building at Hampton, right? That look north and east or downward.
They are fixed to that corner, correct?
Right on the far right.
Yes.
Okay. And you said you didn't know whether this Ring doorbell, when it would be activated or how close people would have to be to this particular location before the camera goes on, correct?
Correct. I don't know the exact how it's set up.
Let me just approach. So obviously this camera's on when people are walking north or south on the sidewalk in the middle of the complex, correct?
If it catches the motion, I would say yes.
If it catches the motion,
Yes.
they are seen. So can you just play this for a second? Go ahead. You stop it right there. So this is somebody at night pushing a shopping cart through that same exact path that we saw in the previous videos, correct?
Yes.
So again, not unusual for that to happen in this particular apartment complex, correct?
Correct.
I have no further questions.
Thank you. You want that introduced as defense exhibit?
Sure.
A?
A.
You said no objection.
No objection, I'll stipulate to it.
And I didn't get the time on that. Or is it now?
January 3rd, 2025 at 19:40:28, at least where it stopped right now.
1928, that would be on third time.
1940.
Yes.
28.
1948. So 748.
Correct, yeah.
Any questions, Mr.
No further questions from this witness. Thank you.
All right, Detective, you may step down.
Thank you.
Take a break for our witness for the day.
Okay, so it was just perfect. We got enough time to go through the other stuff. So he carrying stuff still out. What, 1940? Yeah, I'm gonna have to re-look at all of this stuff for specifics. But what I want to do right now is go to the information that they had after all of this stuff. So January 9th, 8th and 9th, I have a video, and then they did her they did a visual for her on January 26th. Or at least that's the video that I'm looking at. But also, I did ask y'all, why do y'all think that they used February 20th as her death date when it was in January? It got to be some significance to that date. But I don't know. I really don't know. So this is the woman that was walking out of the apartment with him, who drove the car, ex-girlfriend Brandy in Flint, who house he ran to after unaliving Ashley right there in his apartment, and then carrying her out piece by piece in like lavender garbage bags, running around the apartment complex, putting her in different dumpsters. But they literally said she was in the bottom of one of them and must have been moved or something. But I think some of those dumpsters got dumped at different times. And it was right at the holiday, too. What would make this dude do something like that? And what made her go back to his apartment after he had booked this appointment, after he had been stalking her? But she had just got her hair done on December 24th, and he paid for it. What happened? Did he find out about the other guy? I mean, it's still no reason to do it. And then he was so quick to call another girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like, they both had people that they could talk to opposite of them. So it's okay for him to do it. It's okay for him to have a trump card. But she can't. I don't know what was in this dude's head. But my heart goes out to her mother, her family as a whole. But her mother, you know, she was the one that was speaking up for her daughter. She was the one out there screaming and hollering and trying to get help. And literally, she just feel like they just took too long. And you can tell in both of these videos how she is feeling. So messed up. It never had to happen. Just walk away. Live another day.
We did meet with Roseville and Warren Police Department tonight. Maurice Morton, Maurice Morton.
And what is your title and how are you handling the
Spokesperson for the family and uncle.
Okay. And who are we here with? We have mom and other family members?
We have the family. We have mom, sister, grandmother, auntie, cousins. We have a lot of family.
What's the update tonight?
We did meet with Roseville and Warren Police Department tonight, a little after 7:30. We met with Chief Berlin and we met with multiple deputy chief, and they gave us an update on what was found yesterday. What they indicated was there was substantial evidence collected at the home of the ex-boyfriend. They also indicated that based upon that evidence, that Ashley was murdered. They don't have her body at this time. They do have good leads on where her body is. They also indicated to us that the boyfriend is in custody right now on related charges, not for murder at this time. A warrant is being prepared, but he will be arraigned in the morning at Roseville District Court at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Family has been saying since Friday that they suspected this man speak on behalf of them. What are they feeling? What are they thinking now?
You know, as we said before, there was a lot of frustration by the family. We felt that things could have gone faster, but we do know that since Monday, the police have worked hard. We're thankful to get to, the point of getting some information. It's not the information we would want naturally, but at this point, it's about justice, because there was a monster out there that took a very beautiful young lady away from us. And if you heard the tears coming from and her children tonight, it's just absolutely heartbreaking.
Now, as far as where Ashley may be, what are police indicating to you?
We don't have that information at this time. They have a strong suspicion of where she may be.
The boys, 10, 7 years old,
Yes.
won't have a mom anymore.
No, they won't.
What happens next for them?
It's going to take a lot of family. Everyone here is going to take the love and support of the family that they do have their father, they have grandparents. Everyone's going to embrace them and support them. And that's actually starting now. The healing starts now. Grieving is a process. It's different for everyone. We know ultimately we'll have to go through a court process to make sure that justice is done. We know it's going to be tough, but it's going to take the family coming together and the community supporting us.
A lot of people have asked, were there signs? Was there something this man did? I know there were some allegations possibly of stalking and maybe abuse. Can you talk to us about what signs were there?
Yeah, honestly, we don't know, right? They had broken up in September. We know that Ashley didn't want anything to do with him. So, I can't get in the mind of a psychotic person, someone who would do something like this. So we really don't know what motivated him and why he did what he did.
Thank you so much for sharing this with us.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
Anything that you want us to know before we go?
We want to thank the community again. We know that the community they've reached out to us. They've been supportive. We just continue to ask for their love and support. But also at this time, we ask for privacy as well. That's why I wanted to do this now. But respect the family's privacy, and over these next, few days and months, it'll be pretty tough. Okay. Thank you.
Give us just a reaction of what you saw in court today. I know I can't even imagine.
I just really had no bond. I think it was till he got the money. I just didn't have a bond at all, I just want him.
So the first video was January 8th, and this is the 9th of January.
Couldn't get out at all. I just want to go straight to prison and just never get out ever again.
I know that they asked for $500,000 and the judge lowered it. How do you feel about that?
I didn't like that. She should have did 500,000, but I can set 250,000. But which could have been higher or no bond at all.
You all have had your suspicions about him. Does this confirm what you were suspecting?
Yes. Yes. I knew it from day one.
Can you tell us about that? Is there a moment that you kind of knew?
When I got to her house, it was 8:40. She left at 8:30. I went in the house for a minute, came back out. I texted her I had a dream of her car being stolen. And she replied back, "Oh man," which is weird to me. So I FaceTimed her. She didn't answer. So I said to her, just be mindful about your surroundings and, pay attention where you're going. And she didn't call back.
Mm-hmm.
That's not like her. And she never called back. And she never texted back.
I wish we could find out exactly what was going on at that time, but according to everything that we're looking at, it was 7:58 when she put up at his house, or got out the car to go into his house. And so they definitely thought that she was done with him. Y'all know how those relationships can be when you got a bugaboo that's still tugging at you, and then you figure like, okay, I'll go talk to him or whatever, see what's up, or I'll let him pay for my hair or whatever, but I really don't want to be bothered with him. It could have been one of them. It could have been, clearly she had moved on, but still trying to end it here. So that's what I'm looking at here. But her mother didn't know that she was still dealing with him, especially after he did what he did. The mother only knew about them breaking up in September, and she knew about him making that appointment on December 31st. She did not know that she was with him that day at all. She thought everybody thought she was done with him. So he became a sneaky link.
You think that's all, man? That wasn't like her? Do you think that was her answering?
No, that was him. I believe he had her when she walked out the front door.
Does he have any violence or history of violence or anything?
I never knew he was violent. Now that I find out things, I know he was stalking, and some things happened. But I found out later from friends first that
So you think he was kind of controlling, possessive?
That I know he was, because he would go through her phone, and she was doing hair at home, and he had a problem with men coming in and get their dreads and stuff done.
See, I can't stand insecure, jealous people as a whole. They're dangerous, okay? Insecure and jealous, so they become they become your biggest problem and nightmare because of they dang on insecurities. And he looked weird already.
And so she had got a booth somewhere on 8 Mile.
She can't even do hair out of her house because he intimidated by any man that's around. Just a straight loser. No confidence in yourself. I cannot stand people like him. I really can't.
So that she wouldn't have any problems with him. Then when they broke up, then she just went back and started from her house.
When did they break up?
I want to say September.
And how long were they dating?
A year.
Can you describe their relationship? Have you been around them when they were?
Yeah, he was around my whole family. When I say I thought he was the one who was going to marry her.
So they liked him. She thought he would be the one to marry her. And they dated for a whole freaking year. I mean, but that ain't long enough to be crazy. Just go on. Go, like you called your girlfriend to pick you up. He could have just went on. But he had to take her life. And for what? So sad. And again, people don't tell their mothers, their parents, everything. So sad, though. So she got up that day to go visit him, is what it's looking like. I mean, she left, went to 7-Eleven, went to his house. Looked like she had a cup of coffee. She was starting her day with him. The new year had came in. She was at the casino the day before. She was cooking the morning of the new year, I believe, or either New Year's Eve she was cooking, and then they brought it in. And then on New Year's Day, her sister brought her mom a plate. So she didn't even see her in the new year. She did talk. I think she said they FaceTime at the new year. Or either they talked and they wished her a happy new year. But she didn't see her after that.
He was good to her kids. He played ball with them. He took me to their haircuts. Ashley's father was murdered also April 8th of last year.
April 8th of last year, her father was murdered. And this bastard was there. And he saw the devastation that caused. And he still took her out. Like, these people don't care. They don't only care about themselves.
He was there for that. He went to, I worked for Stellantis, and we had a Christmas extravaganza stuff last Christmas. He was there. The formal. He was there. He was always in my house. I cooked. He was part of that.
He was always at her house. They cooked and everything. That is a slap in the face. And then he had the nerve to be peering at her in the courtroom. Just so ignorant. Shout out to the trolls coming in. Smack the thumbs up while you're here.
So I'm just really shook
She was.
He would do something like this.
Did it give you any hope to hear the prosecutor say that they are still hoping that she's alive?
No.
Yeah, I think, we heard from the chief and the police, and based upon the evidence, there's reason to believe that she is not. We know the prosecutor is legalese, right, until a body is found in a courtroom. They're still making those assumptions. But last night, the family was very clear that based on the evidence that and what was shared with us by the police, that she's deceased.
And I want to say the picture that I keep showing, that is her kid's father here. LaShawn, I think is his name. I've seen this circulating on his page. And he had captioned it that their kids didn't deserve this, and he wished their kids could have her back.
Is that all that update?
I know you're just talking about how they're asking for them.
So yesterday when we got them, I told this 10-year-old, he just screamed and hollered.
Man.
And asked why I was like, do something like that to his mother because she's so kind. And how she takes care of them. Who's supposed to take care of them now? And he's supposed to be a chef, and he's supposed to buy her house, and so he's supposed to cook for her. And they had plans, and now it's like he said he's not gonna do anything now. He don't want to do anything anymore. And he's asking me questions like, is he going to his dad's, or is he gonna stay there now? And I don't know. I can't break down. I've been strong this whole time, looking every day from day one. And it's like I can't really lose it because now I take care of my grandsons. And so I just gotta always just keep getting strong. But I get tired of overwhelmed. And I just want to thank everybody who helped me. I'm glad I went live on Facebook. I'm glad that people share. I'm glad for social media who sent me information about all sorts of things, his family and people he knew and addresses. I think the media, when you all came out, that y'all were on the ball. Y'all were calling me all the time from day one trying to get it on air. And, we don't speak on why y'all didn't get it. I'm not going to go there. But once it got on, even they would call me and would tell me updates so that I would see it on social media, trying to just protect me and protect my family. So I really appreciate that.
Do you have any feelings to just how full that courtroom was? Some reporters couldn't get in, it was so full of support.
Yeah. I was on social media. I said I felt like I was alone and I didn't have anybody. And everybody showed me that there are still villages out here. And yeah, I'm going to be okay with time. The boys will be okay with time, but it's just heartbreaking. She didn't deserve this. She was really a sweet, even when she was born, she was a child who never cried. And growing up, she didn't do too much. She was real quiet and happy. She was the person that everybody went to, her friends, for advice. And yeah, this is just hard.
She was missing. She's still missing. You still don't know what would help you right now. What would help you in any way right now?
Just prayers. Just everybody pray. We find her. Just pray. I've looked, so I'm sure that they probably know where she is. They probably just look for her. That's what I feel. We just gotta find her.
Even if you know in your heart that she's possibly deceased.
I know she is. I knew it because they took too long. So
you still want to just have the baby home.
Yeah. Yeah. So at least been laid to rest.
Oh man.
She's my oldest, and I always told them, my kids, to stay close. Because if something happens to me, then she was supposed to take care of them. And I don't know.
Have they described as he been cooperative or has he come back, or have the police told you at all? As far as no, we don't have any information as it relates to that.
Did he ever reach out to the family at any point as you guys were talking, trying to figure out where she was?
No.
What would you say to him?
But we accepted him. We accepted you in our family. You met her grandmother, you met her aunt, you met all her father's side of the family. You were good to those boys. You know, you didn't think that how it would affect those boys, the ones you got their haircut, the ones you kept sometimes when she had to run errands, the ones you played ball with, the ones you took to the park. You didn't care about them. It's just sad that he didn't think about them.
Dangerous person. Don't think about nobody but himself.
Was that an immediate red flag for you that he didn't call when this all
It's
started?
a crap.
No, it was a major red flag when she said, "Oh man, I knew that my spirit something was wrong," and I knew that he had been there 2 days prior, acting like he was a client. He went on her website and booked an appointment to get his hair done, and then he came to her house. He knocked on the front door and the side door, and they didn't let him in. So here he is, 2 days later. Boom,
So yeah, 2-3 days later, I bet you during that time he was calling her constantly. He was being a bugaboo. He probably was following her around because she did mention something about that. And then she probably just decided, you know what, I'm gonna just go talk to him and try to calm him down or whatever. I don't know, but maybe that is what she was thinking. But this dude was already gone too far. He was beyond pissed and crazy is what it's looking like. And LaWare says, at least her father is there to meet her in heaven. Yes, I heard her say April of 2024. Wow. So unfortunate. I mean, this is so upsetting to invite somebody into your home and they do this. Like, I know she wanted to do something to that dude. Because that night, I could just feel it. She wanted to crash out. She was saying it.
That's sickening.
Can you describe any other stalking type incidents where he was doing that?
I don't know. A friend of hers said that she felt like someone was always following her car. Something about another time he tried to make an appointment, but she found it was him, and she called him, and he confessed that it was him, and he just wanted
So
to see
he
her, that
did that more than one time. And so she probably not even thinking. To me, that's like so dangerous what he was doing. I mean, he desperate. Like, I don't know. Run. Shit. Dang, man.
I don't know.
Why did you decide to end it with him, or was it?
When we find out he had like 6 or 7 different pages, like on Facebook, he would have the same people on his page, like respond or you know, to whatever he posted, which is strange. The same 6 people are not going to always say something. You know, you're going to have different people, different days say things. And that's when we started realizing that something wasn't right with him.
And you can see in court now that, I mean, he just looking at him, he looked like something ain't right with him to me. He looked weird. He looked crazy to me. He looked like he got something going on. He looked like he out of his mind. He looks like he didn't deserve to be with her, in my opinion. If we gonna go by what he looking like, he definitely looked like a crazed maniac. And then he proved it in court, acting a fool.
Do you think those were fake? Or?
Oh, they definitely were. He was good with computers and doing things on them and making fake pages, making fake documents. We just really didn't know who he was. We thought we knew him, but we really didn't.
Did you know about going AWOL in the military or the other fraud?
We found out that he was in the Army. He did tell her that, and I asked her, did she ever see him with, you know, a picture with it? She said she saw, but didn't know about AWOL. A cousin had said they didn't know. So he was in the Army, and all of a sudden he was home.
What do you think of when the prosecutor was going over the misstatements he made to police and then his internet search history?
We were aware of some of those.
Exactly. He very well could have done this more than one time. Like, somebody got to be the first, but she wasn't necessarily the first. But he's stupid at the same time. He probably would have got caught if he already did this. But he probably was somewhere killing animals or something when he was a kid. Allegedly.
If anything, it shows how calculating he was, that this was premeditated. And it shows the monster.
I bet you she didn't. I really believe that. She wasn't scared of him. She didn't think he was a danger like that. except for when he just popped up at her house like that and she wasn't cool with it. She wouldn't, if she thought he was dangerous, I don't think she would have went there. But a person following you and stalking you, that in itself is crazy and dangerous. Like, you can't trust people like this. Obviously, I don't blame her because she thought he was I mean, he looked like a lick. You know what I'm saying? And she probably treated him like a lick. I don't know. Or maybe he felt like a lick when he paid for them braids she had. Probably spent a good $500. They down to the butt.
I mean, we're still waiting on more information as it relates to that. I'm sure the police knows more than we do. But to hear that, you know, it says a lot about him and the monster that he is.
And it would have had to been braids and stuff everywhere too.
So you think he planned it all ahead of time? Absolutely.
Definitely.
He didn't just plan it, but he planned to get off, and he's hoping allegedly to pass a polygraph.
Yeah.
Right. That says a lot, right? You're researching how to pass a polygraph.
Man, that polygraph ain't gonna help all that camera they got, all that footage they got. You could pass the polygraph all you want. They got footage, baby, of you carrying her out, piece by piece, bag by bag, dumpster by dumpster. Welcome in, Tony King. Thank you for being here. Her mother is suffering the most. She absolutely is. She's seen it. This was her biggest fear. She's a worrying mom. She knew in her deep, dark heart that something was going to happen. She knew. I mean, enough to where she said she got to her house 10 minutes after she left. But we now know that she was gone before 8 o'clock. Because she was pulling in this dude parking lot at 7:58 a.m. or getting out of her car at that time.
You know, you show up 2 days before and prior. This was no doubt premeditated. I was a prosecutor. I did homicide cases. I mean, this is as premeditated as you can get.
Well, that's
right?
true. According to his Google searches, we got him start searching for stuff on December 22nd. Something about how to wait. Let me go to those searches right quick. So even though they end up saying that, well, this wasn't necessarily a search, he was looking at a show or something. But anyway, it said telling God I want to kill someone. That started 12/22/24. So December 22nd, 2024 at 12:31, he's searching that up. At 12/29/2024, he's searching a 9mm silencer, Roseville. 12/29/2024, he's searching again 9mm silencer, Michigan. He searched it again. It says MI first. First Roseville, then Roseville MI, then 9mm silencer, Roseville, Michigan. 12/29/2024. He's searching murder out of rage, ex-girlfriend. Now remember, it was December 31st when he was trying to book that appointment. So he's in rage when he did that. He was in rage 12/29/2024 at 6:34 p.m. And then 1/2/2025 at 12:48, he's Googling, and it says PM, he's Googling shoot gun through pillow. Heck, if I'm looking at these times right, that would have been 10 minutes before or 20 minutes before old girl Brandy arrived from Flint to come and pick him up. That would have been right before they walked out the door. She walked to the driver's side, then to the passenger, then the driver. He goes to the back, and they pull off in her car, headed to Flint. So he was pissed this whole time. And then he also Googled, shotgun through pillow. First shoot gun through pillow, then shotgun through pillow. That's crazy. And then we got 1/2/2025. Again, can you track location when the phone is off? Then we got 1/5/2025 at 6:31. What happens to the trash after it's picked up? So this is what I'm saying. Like, he gave us his whole blueprint, his whole thought out print, everything we needed to know that he did it, and nothing can help him. Not when you got surveillance showing everything.
He planned it every step of the way. It's just, you can't fathom why why would someone would do this. You're talking about a mother, 30-year-old mother of 2 children, and she didn't deserve this at all. But everything you heard in that courtroom, just from those messages alone, I think it says a lot about what he did and how this unfolded.
Anything else anyone wants to add?
Again, we want to thank the media. Definitely want to continue to thank the community for their support. Outpouring, to see all that love and support in the courtroom, it does mean a lot. And ultimately, we want Ashley home. And when I say that, I mean we want her body found. And the police are working on that. They're working diligently on that. And we want to move forward. We want justice in this. And I said this last night. It seems that this case is resonating with a lot of people, probably for a lot of different reasons. We should not have to see our Black and brown women murdered. We should not have to deal with boyfriends or husbands attacking their significant others. These are not things that should be happening. This is not normal, right? And we shouldn't accept this as normal. Whether we're police, whether we're everyday people, whether we're prosecutors, whether we're, family members, this is not normal. And this should not have to happen to anyone.
Yeah.
Can you talk about your background? You're a former prosecutor. You said, where were you a prosecutor in
Wayne County?
Wayne County? Yeah. How many years?
That was, now I'm giving away my age. 98 through 2004, I was with the Mike Duggan administration at that time. I was a chief in the office, a deputy chief. Worked in the homicide unit. So.
You're a civil attorney now?
I do some of everything. Right.
Did you ever think you'd be on this side of that attorney-client?
I was speaking with someone before. No, once again, I think society grows numb to these things, and you see it on television, you see it in the movies, and you think, wow, that's so sad for them. To be on this side, it's devastating. It gives you another understanding. It's like, that's why I said this is not normal. It shouldn't be accepted as another occurrence, another, unfortunate female who, went missing and at the hands of their ex or their husband or boyfriend. It just should not be accepted as normal. But it gives you a different understanding being on this side, no doubt.
And he is my daughter's brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's my mother. That's her first granddaughter.
Yeah.
You watched her grow up.
Oh, yeah. We all had a hand in raising her.
And have you embraced this gentleman into your family? How does that make you feel?
I only saw him a few times, but that was her friend, and he came to my house all dressed up for a formal affair, and the stance that he had, and I just saw some class in him, but we didn't know who he was. We didn't know.
He's an arrogant bastard. We've seen that in court.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
guys so much.
Thank you.
We definitely seen that in court.
Chances for your Sunday. Tonight, the community is coming together to mourn a worn mother at the center of a heartbreaking murder investigation. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Rudolph Sinaya. Ashley Elkins was last seen on January 2nd. Police suspect foul play. For days, crews combed through a Macomb County landfill, hoping to find some trace of her, to no avail. So far, no one is charged in Elkins' death, but investigators searched the home of her ex-boyfriend, Deandre Booker, in connection to this case. He is currently locked up on charges of lying to police. This evening, loved ones gathering for a vigil to lift up Ashley's memory. 7 News Detroit reporter Tiara Braddock was there speaking to family as they grapple with this tragedy.
So many people came out Saturday night to honor Ashley Elkins, the Warren mother who went missing earlier this month.
Right now, with everybody here, it shows everybody cares. When I thought nobody cared at all, I see that everybody cares now.
Ashley's mother, Monica Elkins, was surrounded by hundreds of people on Saturday as they gathered to celebrate the life of her daughter.
She was just a good person. Everybody goes through things in life, but she still was a good person.
Ashley's vigil was held near the Hampton Court Apartments in Roseville. That's where her ex-boyfriend, Deandre Booker, lived. Police suspect he may have something to do with her disappearance, and he has since been charged with lying to a police officer.
I know this is where her soul left her. And so I think it's the right thing to do is be here where she last was.
Police have not been able to find Ashley's body. When investigators were executing a search warrant at her ex-boyfriend's apartment, they took a dumpster into evidence. Then they spent a week searching the Pine Tree Acres landfill in Lenox Township, but wasn't able to locate her. Ashley's cousin, Taylor Redmond, hopes her family can eventually get some type of closure.
We want to be able to bury her like a human deserves to be laid to rest. And it's hard for me to come to terms with it. I know it's hard for her youngest son to come to terms with it because we're constantly asking ourselves, like, where is she?
Monica says her daughter loved her two boys, and this has been extremely hard on them.
The youngest boy is 7. He's autistic. So he still asks her, like, if the phone rings, that my mom. If somebody comes to the door, is that my mom? So he doesn't understand yet.
Monica says despite how hard everything is, it's good to know she's not going through this alone. In Roseville, Tierra Braddock, 7 News Detroit.
Thank you, Tira. And while Ashley Elkins has never been found, police say forensic evidence tied to the missing mother has been found. Ashley's ex-boyfriend, Deandre Booker, is in custody, facing a charge of lying to a police officer. His bond set at $250,000. Legal expert and University of Detroit Mercy law professor Larry Dubin tells me that's more of a hold than anything else, as police work to put together strong evidence, despite never finding Ashley, to send over to the prosecutor's office for additional charges in what could be a lengthy legal process with never having found her.
Goodness
and
gracious.
so while it may be tougher, it's not impossible to find someone guilty of murder without a body.
It is not impossible. It certainly can, depending on the lack of other evidence that would help to establish the crime. It makes it more difficult.
We'll, of course, be sure to bring you updates in this case. Meantime, Booker is due back in court next month. Tonight, we're digging.
Yes. So we are here already with the trial. Hold on, let me cut this off out my ear. Welcome in, Tony King. Thank you for being here. Yeah, the poor grandmother. So sad. So y'all seen that they was at the dump site, and I didn't mean to move that because I was gonna put that up, but shout out to Charlene for being a sleuth member. Thank you so much for joining the team. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Join Sleuth Nation membership and become a sleuth for special members emojis, special badges by your name, and sneak peek videos. Join. Thank you, Charlene, for joining. I appreciate you. So since I already took that down, this is something that I was looking at. I mean, this is what I was reading. His searches. Just wanted to put that on the record. And then this is them at the dump site. And so it looks like, and you can see that is a needle in a haystack trying to find her. And she is not whole. And he put her in different dumpsters. Like, come on, man. This is so sad. That is the saddest part. I mean, after you get past it happening, period. They can't even lay her to rest. And now we know why they were led there, because of all this footage that they seen. That's the blessing part of it. But let me get to that. So it says, let's see. David, somebody, Detroit News via AP law enforcement agency searched for the body of Ashley Elkins in Michigan on January 13th, 2025. So the detective had said he found blood in a dumpster at Booker's apartment, which led him to believe the last Google searches regarding trash pickup would be particularly relevant if Booker had placed the victim in the dumpsters, adding he would definitely be very concerned as to where the trash would go with the body. So while Booker's defense team, Robbie Lang, said that he had no comment on his client's internet searches, I don't have any real comments on what people search or don't search. And I don't know where that qualifies as guilt for anything, Lang said. Well, anyway, all of the information that we have seen, all of the evidence that we have seen, all of the footage that we have seen, they got him hook, line, and sinker. And they know for a fact that she is no longer with us, unfortunately. He was so weak that he couldn't just walk away. He had to take her life for nothing. I mean, life goes on. You meet new people. You carry on. Yes, had to fix my account. Hey, Miss V and gang. Thank you for rejoining membership, Charlene. That's right. You were a member. I appreciate it. And Kyla, hey, how you doing? Yeah, it's awful, right? Makes no sense at all. And he thought he was about to get away with this. He thought he was real slick. I keep forgetting that Miss V has the 3 dots. Yes, in the right, yes, the right-hand corner. Or you can double tap the screen, like if you're watching from the cell phone. I'm not sure how to do it from the TV because I don't never watch it on TV. Yes, and we got the new emojis too, Charlene. Let me show you all of them. Anybody else that might want to join, we have added the lock them up and the handcuffs, the gavel, all of that good stuff. But okay, so I got to get out of here. I am 2 minutes late for my class. But I'm glad we was able to get through as much as we did. And we absolutely going to be following this to the end. She was very beautiful. She really was. And do I put that? Oh, the thumbnail. This was her last hairstyle. I got a receipt that says she got her hair done on 12/24/2025. These braids goes past her butt, but she's sitting in a chair here after getting her hair done. Deandre paid for that. So they were communicating, before he booked that appointment to come to her house on December 31st. And then they were communicating after. Because when you got a stalker, they going to keep calling. They going to try to convince you to come over. They going to do all that stalker behavior to try to get you in their presence. And that's exactly what it looks like he did. She definitely was beautiful. Her poor children. No closure. I promise, man. No closure. Like, and when I go to the store, I have my own bags. Oh, okay. Shoot, I was thinking about that shopping cart. Putting your groceries in a shopping cart. Homeless people be having all kind of stuff in it. You don't know what goes down in these shopping carts that we putting our food in, but a disposable shopping cart cover would be nice to invest in. But man, listen. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here after this live stream, and another one is gonna pop up. We're gonna be talking about Zaya Dobbs, and I think I got it set for today, but I'm not gonna do it today, because I still got some things to do as far as that case go. But thank y'all for tuning in. Please smack the thumbs up on the way out, and I will see y'all in the next video. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Peace and love, y'all. We out. We gonna get out of here quick.